Aloha kako, Kahu Hanalei, Kahu Hanalei o Pu'uhonua o Hewa Mokupuni o Maui. We just came from the Kauai Church where the Royal Aura and the women here from Hawaii showed up there, and they sat underneath the teachings of the Kahu over there. I sat in the service and was hoping to hear some mana'o that would give those who say they are ali'i some mana'o so that they can make right decisions on the Hewa that went down in our nation that is many moons old. Unfortunately, there was no message. It was a love kind message, and it was pretty weak if you ask me. No direction whatsoever. I'd like to have an interview with this Kahu just to, touch his heart where he's there on reconciliation stuff. We know Bible reconciliation because we're talking all the setting is church, yeah? So Bible based stuff. Reconciliation, you go one-on-one. You try address. Back on no work, you take partner. You take one partner with you. If that no work, then you're supposed to bring the matter to the greater body to go address the Hewa. Well, we know the history of Hawaii. Phase 1 already happened. Our queen went go address America, went fail. Phase 2 implemented with the Hui Aloha Aina petition. Bring partner, I think 38,000 signatures of our kupuna is more than just bringing one partner, general consensus, yeah? And even that went fail. So now we still level 3. Time we push the envelope. The body of Christ who supposedly stand for righteousness and talk Bible stuff. By coming here, and the purpose of the gathering at the palace was to cleanse the Hewa that supposedly went down just a few weeks earlier. I have a problem with that. That's not Pono. That's not Pono. We get one divided faction on just what reconciliation really is. And so in order to implement phase 3, bring in the general body of believers to go address the Hewa, is kind of seem where everything's there right now. But just coming here and just offering one pule and cleansing something one other kanaka we do, just to highlight all the Hewa and bring them right back into everybody's face again, because kind of like sweeping them under the carpet. Too long already been swept under the carpet. Time for not only highlight them, and as you know, the recent actions by Akahinui. I don't know what your guys' opinion is on that. It don't really matter to me, but the bottom line is that this made news all around the world. So the Hewa that went down in Hawaii that is many moons old is now back at the forefront again. So I think now we gotta pick up the slack over there and continue to push the envelope, push the issue, so that those who stand for righteousness can go beyond just going church, pule, hear a nice sermon and then go home feel good about themselves and throw away all the history stuff, which is really root stuff to why Hawaii is in such conditions that we're in right now, amongst all the political stuff that is going down. So Keakua is into political stuff. You look by Bala Hemolele, it was Akua that went tell the prophet Elijah, get up Elijah. I'm not happy with the rulership of Israel. I'm going to overthrow him. This is my heart. I'll tell you what you do, Elijah. You go anoint Hazael. He's going to be the next replacement for the king of Syria. You go anoint Jehu. He's going to be the next authority in Israel after I dethrone. Use you folks to dethrone Ahab and Jezebel. And then Elijah, go anoint Elisha. He's going to be the replacement prophet in your stead. Whoever Hazael missed, Jehu with his sword going to make sure get changed over. And whoever he missed, the prophet going to step in and finish the job, because it is the mind of the Akua. So we watch the history, biblical history. The question has always been asked me, is God into politics? Does it matter to God? Well, let's look at the Bible and see the evidence right there. So we can see that here's a master plan that has unfolded. And if you look the history, Hazael failed in his attempts, but he started the ball rolling. Jehu, however, he's coming to the tower with Jezebel, the queen of Israel, the wife of Ahab. She's on the tower, beautifying herself. She get eunuchs on her staff, on her payroll. The man of God comes, Jehu, and he looks up. He don't even look at the queen, the authority, the one who sat in the seats of authority. He looked at the one that was working and supporting the one who sat in the seat of authority. And he said to the eunuchs, he said, hey, you castrated guys, look me. Question, who's on my side? Throw her out the window. Imagine what they had to think about. They were getting paid by her, but they saw the future. They saw how heavy the regime was. They never think twice. They went and grab her, throw her out the window, splat on top of the ground. So I like to address my fellow eunuchs all across Hawaii. I'm sure if this is being aired on Huipu, this doesn't apply to you. And I'm sure I'm getting a few amens at the same time. But still yet, to my fellow eunuchs who talk righteousness but have no idea what the next move. Well, the next move is put the pressure on the ones who sit upon seats of authority. Whether it's those that on our Kanaka side, that use capes and whatever, and walk in whatever authority they feel they're walking in. Really looking like sounding like but having true authority is really where it's at. It's not all of the regalia stuff. We need change in Hawaii. We need people to stand up and to stand for true righteousness and put the pressure on. And even though you stay on staff, you know, somebody told me, oh, how come you always blame us guys when we know what's there when all of Hewa when happened? Here's a biblical reference I'm going to use. Jesus said in Matthew chapter 23, he says, it's not what you put on the altar that sanctifies that gift that you've placed. It's the altar that you place your gift upon that brings sanctification to that gift. So now watch that. Those who question me and tell me that thing don't apply to them, let me put it this way. When you pay your tithes and offerings, we call income tax, to an authority figure, whether it be government, tithes to a church or whatever, you're giving and supporting a institution, a government figure that supposedly makes decisions on behalf of. If that order is Hewa and you hold your peace and you're the one supporting them, in the sight of heaven you're guilty, just as guilty as that altar. So what can you do? My perspective, nobody telling you for change your citizenship from this nation, that kingdom or whatever. Bottom line, if you stand for righteousness and the ones that you support that's in authority is not doing that which is Pono in the sight of the Creator, throw them out, overthrow them. Do what you gotta do. That's life. That's the ways of the kingdom of Kiakua. Baibala, Hemolele kind stuff. So, mahalo for giving me airtime for Kala'au with you folks.
And your name is?
I'm Hanalei Koliaro.
Mahalo. Thank you.